Bear with us. We are still working through this.
I just jumped in and gave everybody a little bit of pre-race drivers meeting. They should be all set to roll here. I just jumped in and gave everybody a little bit of
Still trying to figure out this issue that's going on here. All right, I believe we have it lined out now. I'm now showing live. So we apologize for that. A little bit of a glitch between Streamlabs and YouTube there. Here's their starting lineup here in the Street Stock Spectacular. On pole, you have Kenny Tripp. Second, Brandon Varney. Third, Chris Myers. Fourth, Ian Martin. Fifth, Timothy Pope. Sixth, Juan Jimenez. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Seventh, Adam Lowe. Eighth, Barrett Flo. Ninth, Wyatt Martin. 10th, Josh Rogers. 11th, Kerry Whitaker. 12th, Braxton DeWeese. 13th, Grin Lozon. 14th is Scotty Jones. You're having all kinds of technical difficulties here. We're getting it lined out. Green flag is out here as Brandon Varney takes the lead. Kenny Tripp hot on his heels right now.
I think it's going to be interesting to see who goes up front and tries to burn off the tires and who is smart about it and considers those two sets of tires for the whole 75 lap distance.
Absolutely. As Tripp looks low below Varney, trying to make a move, but not there close enough to make it happen. Here's the 98 of Ian Martin coming up into the third spot. These drivers giving it their all already. Battle for 10th right here with Braxton DeWeese, Wyatt Martin, and Josh Rogers. They get it lined out a little bit ahead of them. We're too wide here. For 7th, Adam Lowe going to take that one. Side by side for 2nd, Ian Martin, man on a mission right now.
Yep, those Martin boys are trying to pick up where they left off of Michigan race. Finished 1-2, and they're going to try and do it again.
Car really sideways. That was the 24 of Chris Myers. Really sideways on corner exit there. Battle for 2nd. Oh, battle for the lead here between Brandon Varney and Ian Martin. Martin to the inside, Varney on the high lane as they enter turn 1. Ian Martin with a little bit of the advantage on that low line. Really going to have the advantage here through the dog leg. That high lane just really powering through.
Yep, that high line definitely gets the momentum wound up on the outside there, and you get going into the corner, you're a lot quicker on the bottom. Going out, you're a lot quicker up top. It's really about how long the 98 wants to sit down there and wear his tires out.
Absolutely, yeah. They are still side by side for that lead. And that's bringing the 24 back into the picture here as he's in fourth on the inside there below Kenny Tripp. We've now completed 6 laps, working on lap 7 now. And for those of you tuning in to the Full Sim Broadcast Network, we greatly appreciate it. Had a little bit of a technical difficulty here in the beginning with the stream link not wanting to go live, but we have it all lined out now, just in time for the green flag. Brandon Varney, he's got a little bit of a hot rod there, holding his own in the high lane. Looks like he's saving some tires along with holding that lead consistently.
Yeah, I think the top 5 are going to start to be in trouble now as defending series champion Barrett Flo is kind of crawling up to those guys. He's saving his tires while he's doing it, I do believe.
Yeah. Let's ride along with Ian Martin for a lap or so to see what it looks like from his perspective. See, he's a little bit loose on corner entry, working that wheel back and forth. Really wearing out them tires, getting off into the corner.
That's kind of the way it is in these cars, though. The setup is pretty loose, and these guys are just kind of hanging on the whole time, but once some tires get away from them, they're in trouble.
Wow, you see it right there. Ian Martin with a huge moment on the exit of Ford. You see him have to really correct that car to catch it.
Yep, starting to get strung out here. The leaders will be catching the last car on the lead lap here pretty soon. Michael Rinker looks like he might be a lap down. He did start in the pits. I don't know if he had a little trouble getting it fired up tonight. Michael Rinker is usually a pretty good hot shoe in these street stocks. We'll see if he can make a comeback here.
Yeah. Let's go back a little bit in the field here and take a look at how the rest of the field's going right now. Looking back here with Chris Vanderplatz, and I believe that's Scotty Jones right there side by side with him in that 77. They're battling it out for the 14th spot.
Yep, Scotty Jones in that Bud car just barely gets into him there.
I do got to say, though, that 77 of Scotty Jones, he's got a pretty cool looking paint scheme with that Budweiser scheme.
Yeah, there's a lot of nice looking cars out here. There's a couple, it looks like he's running an old Buick or something. There's another Buick, that 13 car. There's a couple of older era Mustangs. People really have fun decorating these street stocks up.
Yeah, like the 69 there of Glenn has the old 69, 68, 69 Camaro.
That 13 Valvoline car looks really good too. That's a Buick.
I'll tell you what, though, one man that we haven't talked about yet tonight is that 28 of Adam Brady right here that we're looking at. He is the biggest mover of the race right now. He's up 9 spots since the start of this thing.
Yep, Adam's always really good. He's always fighting it out there. Seems like him and Barrett and even Adam Lowe are always duking it out for the wins here in the SCL and these street stocks.
And that's pretty sharp looking car himself right there. Kind of like an older
I believe it's like a Mach 1 Mustang.
Yeah, it's an older Mach 1 looks like, but the paint scheme itself looks kind of like an older I'm trying to think of the guy's name. I had it on the tip of my tongue right before I opened my mouth. I can't remember his name now. Driver from the 70s. Can't remember now.
Yeah, as you can see, like the 58 and the 92 all kind of have the similar paint scheme. They're all teammates there. As we got some contact with the 24 and the 92.
Yeah. And that's going to bring out the first caution of the night. The 24 and the 92 with some contact there. Let's go back and take a look and see what started all of that. As we see right here, the 92 is the inside of the 40 of the 24.
And they made a little bit of contact at first, and then the 24 got real loose.
Yeah, and then they just connected and got hooked up and couldn't get away from each other. And the 92 ended up with the worst of it, looks like. We go back live now. First caution comes out on lap 17. As Chris Myers is on pit road. That's that 24 machine that was involved in that incident. You see the right side of that car just pancaked.
Be interesting to see who comes down if anybody gets tires yet.
It looks like the 98 is going to be coming down along with the 14 of Juan, the 58 of Adam Lowe, and the 28 of Adam Brady.
Now, some of these guys might just be taking fuel to try and make it to the end. They can probably make it to the end on fuel. Not so sure about tires from here.
Let's see if they have any of these cars get jacked up on one side or not. Looks like they're just going to be taking fuel only, looks like. I don't see the cars getting jacked up or nothing of that sort.
I think that's a pretty smart move because it takes a long time to put fuel in these street stocks, and getting that out of the way early is probably going to be the right move. It looks like 24 is taking a quick repair.
And earlier during our pre-race, since we had a technical difficulty, we'll go through it again while we're under caution here. The previous race winner here is that 06 machine right there of Wyatt C. Martin. He ended up winning last month's race. There's a picture of him up on the screen now, of him posing with his trophy that he got for winning the Michigan race here in the Street Stock Spectacular put on by the Sunday Cup League. Definitely looks happy to have that, holding up the number 1 right there. So be looking for him to be strong out here tonight in that 06 machine. Be looking for the 1 to green, I expect, when they come back across the line. It looks like the one of Brandon Varney is going to elect to take the high lane here.
Really good lane choice. I think that's a pretty smart move, taking the high line since he hit it so wound up there earlier in the race. I think that's a smart move by the one.
I don't know if it's me or you, but you do sound like a robot right now.
Is that any better?
Yes. As the field is doubled up, getting ready to go green here to begin on lap 17 of 75 scheduled laps here tonight in the Street Stock Spectacular. Pace car peels off. We are green once again here at Phoenix Raceway. Brandon Varney leads them back towards turn 1 with a healthy restart right there. Gets out to about a 2-car length lead.
So cars about 8th on back have, we believe, taken their fuel for the race, so they should be in a lot better shape strategy-wise, especially if this thing goes green the whole way. They can probably make it to the end here, but they're going to be wanting tires. So I'd say if we have another caution here in the next 20 laps, 15 laps, the people will be doing that, taking them 4 tires that are sitting in the pits.
Yeah, as we're looking further back in the pack here, this is around 12th to 16th. That is a hornet's nest right there. I would not want to be up in the middle of that. Going back up further in the pack. Looks about like the front, I would say 10 cars are single file.
They probably felt their car sliding around a little bit and are trying to conserve what they have.
As we see the 06 of Wyatt Martin trying to make a move on Kenny Tripp for the 2nd spot.
I think Wyatt likes that trophy he's got on his bookshelf, wants to add another one to it.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I mean, I would want another one myself. And for those of you just tuning in, we greatly appreciate you coming over to the Full Send Broadcast Network to watch a fantastic night of street stock racing from Phoenix Raceway here in the Street Stock Spectacular, presented by the Sunday Cup League. Right now, we're watching the battle for 2nd between Wyatt C. Martin and Kenny Tripp.
And these guys are door handle to door handle coming off every corner.
Yeah, it's just amazing how these guys are able to run door to door like that for so many laps back to back to back. But you know, that's what Brandon Varney loves to see in his rearview mirrors, those 2 cars side by side. Knows they're using up their equipment, allowing him to conserve ever so slightly.
I've always been told the best place to save tires is up front.
These drivers are getting so close on corner exit. As we're riding on the back bumper of Brandon Varney's car, looking back at Kenny Tripp and that battle for 2nd. As it looks like they've got it lined out now.
There's a little battle going on in the back there between the 58 and the 77. Pretty good battle between those guys. The 28 car, or I mean the 58 car, I'm sorry, of Adam Lowe, his full-time profession is he's actually the truck driver for the number 9 Noah Gregson's car in the Xfinity Series. So that's his full-time employment.
That's really cool.
So he's used to driving them race trucks, and now he's taking his hand driving a car.
Yeah, that's really cool there. And being a fellow truck driver myself, that just adds a little bit of a soft spot in my heart right there for that. Right now, Barrett Flo and Scotty Jones battling it out for that 11th spot. Looks like Barrett Flo is going to get the upper hand on that within the next couple of corners. As this battle for the lead is still intense up here. all three cars under a blanket. Trying to get up front here and lead some laps.
Just proud to see the good racing out of these guys here in the SCL. Anybody that's watching at home and has iRacing, you can also become a member of the SCL, run some of these fun money races, or as we get into our season, I believe it starts in September, start running our weekly series once again.
It's definitely some good information. And if you're a member of the Full Send Broadcast Network Discord, we will make sure there's links posted in there to be able to get in contact with the SCL and get you into some of these races here. That one car of Brandon Varney looks like he's backing up a little bit. The 12 and the 06 are really starting to hound him quite a bit. As you see the one now having to guard that extreme low line right on the yellow line to keep the 12 and the 06 from making a move below him.
Yeah, I think the one car was better in the top lane, and now he's trying to guard that bottom lane, and he's not as good down there.
Oh, as we have a car really sideways. That's the 8 of Braxton DeWeese. He was way sideways there. I don't know how he didn't loop that thing around. As now that's going to allow the 31 of Josh Rogers to get underneath him for that position for the 5th spot. Sounds like there's a little bit of contact somewhere.
That's the battle right now, is that 8 and that 31 car really putting it to each other.
Yeah, and it's... Well, that is a... Throw 4 cars under a blanket right there.
Yeah, we got the 14 car of Wanma. Anybody that used to run the SCL back in the PlayStation days knows Wanma. Very good. He's making a little bit of a comeback here in the SCL and doing quite a good job of it.
13 really sent it off in there. That's the 13 of Kerry Whitaker. He really sent it off in there and almost washed up into the 8 of DeWeese. Let's ride along with the 13 of Whitaker and see what kind of wheel input is going on in there, because it looks like he is sawing that wheel. Oh, yeah, extremely loose. Oh, wow.
Picked a good time to ride along with him, huh?
Yeah, that was an awesome shot right there of how much of a handful these cars can be.
And they're getting worse at every lap.
Hey, you'd think he's driving a dirt track with how much wheel input he's having to do to the right.
I can't imagine what these guys that are setting the pace up front have left, if anything, right?
Yeah, as we go back up front here for the battle for the lead, there's still nose to tail. But don't look now, that 98 of Ian Martin coming into the picture as Wyatt Martin goes for the 2nd spot below Kenny Tripp. Man, these guys are really putting on a show up front up here.
Yes, they are, but I'm wondering where the smart drivers are. I think they might be more mid-pack, trying to wait. Oh, we got the 58, or the 58 got loose there.
Yeah, as he's going through the grass to collect that. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to Adam Lowe in that 58 machine. We're seeing come out of turn 4. Trying to make a move on the 77. Yeah, that car just starts to come around on him. Luckily, he was able to get it locked down and not hit anything. Adam Lowe now running in the 13th spot.
He's got a lot of miles under his belt. He knows how to hold on to stuff.
Oh, yeah. That 12 of Kenny Tripp really gets a huge run out of the corner. But man, these cars are really dancing around. Here comes Wyatt Martin to the inside of Kenny Tripp, trying to make it stick and get the second spot here.
I think it's just so hard to pull off a pass on that bottom lane with the high lane's momentum.
As we're riding on the back bumper of Brandon Varney's car, looking at the battle for second. It's a pretty cool shot right here.
Yep, you can see them side by side, and that 06 is breathing fire down low. We right along board Ian Martin, following his brother, trying to watch these guys. I think he's just hanging out and watching them burn their stuff up front.
Yeah, you notice he kind of fell back a little bit, like he's just trying to save his stuff.
The 14 car, Juan Ramirez, is moving up. Looks like he's got around a couple cars back there, and he's starting to steadily make his way to the front of the pack for Wanma.
Yeah, he's now running where he started in the 6th position there for that 14 machine. From the Dominican Republic, all the way to Arizona. Virtual Arizona, I should say. But our biggest mover of the race still is that 28 machine right there of Adam Brady. He's up 10 spots since the drop of the green flag. He started dead last in 18th, and now he is running inside the top 10 in 8th. He's got a very fast machine there, possibly trying to do the challenge of starting the back and go to the front. We'll have to be watching for him all night long.
Yep, Adam's a good driver. He's a Coca-Cola representative out of Nashville. So if you're drinking Coke in the Nashville area, he might have put it on the shelf.
Here goes Wyatt Martin trying to take that second spot once again from Kenny Tripp.
There's a nice headshot of Kenny Tripp. Good looking guy. He's a wheel man, isn't he?
Well, you could tell Wyatt Martin really wants that second spot. We are getting close to we are over halfway actually, here in the Street Stock Spectacular from Legacy Phoenix Raceway.
So I wouldn't be too surprised if we had a caution. Everybody's going to come down and put 4 tires on.
98 of Ian Martin with a big moment right there, looking straight at that inside wall, able to collect it back up.
I just think the more these tires wear out, the more we're going to have a chance of a yellow.
Wow, he is really wheeling that thing. Let's go right along with him and see what it looks like from his perspective, because he is just wheeling that thing right now. Really gingerly on the throttle. Gets back in that throttle just a little bit. You see the back of the car really want to come around. And you know, in that dog leg there here at Phoenix, it's really kind of deceiving. It looks like you could just run it wide open, full throttle, not have very much wheel input. But man, that place right there on the track can be dangerous. The car really gets light in that area of the track. As you see right here, looking out the windshield, Wyatt Martin right in front of Ian here. Man, they are all three sideways up in front of him, extremely sideways. Go further.
Another pack of four back there. You looking at Braxton DeWeese's group?
Yes, I just went to it and I was about to start talking about them.
Oh, we got so many Braxton fans. We should take a look at him every once in a while, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, that 8 machine there of Braxton DeWeese. He's in that group right there with the 28 of Adam Brady, Barrett Flo, Braxton DeWeese, and Glenn Lozon. Glenn, I apologize if I am butchering your last name, as Glenn is making a move on DeWeese right here as we go towards turn 1. These drivers are probably begging for a caution right now.
It's that old saying, you want a caution, but you don't want to be it, right?
Absolutely. Ooh, DeWeese with a huge moment right there. Almost took out the 69.
You can just see if they try to push it at all, they are slipping and sliding, begging for tires. But once they do get these tires, I think it's going to be a real good race to the end if they get tires. If we don't get a yellow, a couple of these guys might run out of fuel.
Yeah, because pitting under green here in these street stocks can take forever. As we see Barrett Flo make the move on Adam Brady for the 7th spot. We go back up here to the lead. Still have all three of these leaders nose to tail. It's amazing how much these guys are running that close together, even with tire wear and everything else. Oh, did I just hear a car start bobbling? I think I just heard a car start bobbling for fuel.
I think it was the 77 that wrecked.
Yellow comes out.
All by himself, he slid around.
Yeah, let's go back and take a look at that here on the replay.
Hard impact in the front end.
Racing right here with the 24. See the 77 start to come around. He gathers it up. Oh, yeah. Corner exit, noses it into the wall a little bit of rear end damage. But I feel like some of these cars were starting to sputter, sounded like, though. These guys ran quite a bit right there.
Yeah, 50 green flag laps is probably getting close to pushing it. I think you might be able to go 60 on a tank of gas. But those guys that haven't taken fuel yet are going to have slower pit stops, and they're going to be out behind the guys that have.
As we are now getting our first stops of the race for the field. As we see them coming down pit road, I don't think there will be anybody really staying out other than a couple of lap cars. You see them coming around the corner here to get in their pit boxes. Yeah, this is a wild showing here tonight, as when we go green, we'll be going green with 25 laps remaining. Don't have to worry about tire wear. Don't have to worry about fuel. Just go for it. Oh, as we have a change for the lead here. The 06 of Wyatt Martin comes out with the lead. He had to have only taken 2 tires. Along with the 28 of Adam Brady.
I just got to think that's a risky move taking 2.
Well, let's find out if they did. Let's pull up the pit stop times for the leaders here. As I say that, my overlay is not wanting to pull that up.
Adam Brady had a 19-second pit stop, and that is a lot. See, Brandon Varney had a 26-second pit stop, so I got to believe the 19-second pit stop possibly could have just been 4 tires and no fuel.
All right, so let's pull up on the timing tower itself. So yeah, looking at it here, Braxton DeWeese, for some reason, was being scored as the leader. All right, so Adam Brady is scored the leader right now in front of Wyatt Martin. So Adam Brady had a 19.3 second stop. Wyatt Martin had a 21 second flat stop. And as you start going down, overlay is just going haywire right now as they get the 1 to green.
Yep, we've had the 9 car, Michael Rinker, was a lucky dog that time around, so he gets back on lead lap. And the 728 and the 24, Chris Myers and Timothy Pope, took the wave around. Looks like Michael Rinker was able to get in and get tires. The 728 and the 24 are not going to have time if they want to catch the field here.
Yeah, and as of right now, 16 cars on the lead lap. The field gets ready to go back green. Pace car peels off. Green flag is back out here at Phoenix. The 28 of Adam Brady with a fantastic restart right there. Let's see if that strategy he had works out for him. Oh, as there's contact for second between the 12 and 06. They are 3 wide, 4 wide back here. That is a hornet's nest. Wow. Back up here for the lead. The 28 of Adam Brady and the 12 of Kenny Tripp have separated themselves. This sounds like there was a little bit of contact.
I would say it's going to be an all-on battle for the win from here on out.
I would wholeheartedly have to agree with you on that one. Ooh, the 06 of Wyatt Martin really sideways out of 2. As the field starts to close back in, contact between the 06 and 98.
Little family feud there with the Martins. The 1 car's looking low. Thought about it.
Yeah, this battle for third is intense right now. Looks like Ian Martin's going to get the upper hand. And as I say that, Wyatt Martin throws it off in there to try to counteract that battle for the lead.
And don't look now, but Barrett Flo, the 92, is starting to become a player in this also.
And look at this, the 1 of Brandon Varney. Started way back on this restart. He is up to the 5th spot now, throwing his name in the ring here. As the 12 of Tripp trying to work the high lane over Adam Brady. They are 2 by 2, 2 rows deep here. There goes the 1 trying to take it 3 wide. He's going to hit Wyatt Martin as they go off into turn 1 here. Chain reaction. He's going to go up into the 28, and that's going to send the 28s. They're going to split him 3 wide here for second.
I got to believe that was a smart move by Kenny Tripp to take the outside. He's been running up front, knows how that outside lane's been working up in the front. The 28 car's not been up front all race, and might have got snookered there.
Ooh, contact between the 98 and the 12. That's going to put the 1 right there at it. Here comes the 06 of Wyatt Martin once again. These guys are just hammering it out right now. Ooh, the 1 of Brandon Varney really loose. You see that wheel turning right. Contact sends the 12 into the wall. They're 3 wide. Once again, contact between the 1 and 06. Holy cow. Looks like they're maybe trying to take it 3 wide for the lead here. Man, that one to Brandon Varney, he is lightning quick on that high lane right there. As he gets in the back bumper of the 98 of Ian Martin.
Oh, 28 got way loose back there, tagged the wall, came down. I think he hit Brandon DeRees, maybe the 77 also. 28 has fell back like a rock.
Yeah, he has. So we go back up to the front here. The battle for the lead. So intense. We don't want to leave it at the moment because anything can happen. These guys are leaning on each other so aggressively. I'm just expecting them to wad the field up here shortly. Oh, the 98 really sideways off the bumper of the 1. That's going to open up the door for the 06 of Wyatt Martin to try to go take the lead. 3 wide for the lead here through the dog leg as they enter turn 3. Contact between the 1 and 98. 98 gets a little loose. There's contact again. 1 sideways. He's going to collect it. He's going to hold the second spot. But here comes the 12 once again of Kenny Tripp back in this thing.
Keep an eye on that 92. He's a wily old veteran in the league, and he knows what he's doing here. 92 starting to move up. He's now in 5th spot.
Coming up to 15 laps to go of the scheduled 75 laps here tonight. Oh, contact between the 98 and the 12. The 12 goes in the wall. The 98's around. Caution comes out. 3rd yellow of the night. As they are getting it worked back around. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened here. There's the 98 and the 12 running it out. We're going to slow it down a little bit.
And I think it would be hard to call that on either of them. Just looks like another racing deal.
Slow it down right here. Yeah, just going for the same real estate. And it wouldn't have been so bad if the 12 wouldn't have been wheel hopping off the back of the 98. And then he just tries to gather it up and ends up clipping the 98 in the right rear, which sends the 98 around.
And then afterwards, it looks like he wasn't too happy. It almost looks to me like the 98 pushed the 12 up, ran him out of room. And then the 12 got really upset afterwards and hit the 98.
Wow. Yeah, that's...
If you ride along with the 12, you can see that he almost runs out of room there with the 98 pushing him up.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go back and ride along with the 12 for that and get his perspective on it. Here they go, entering turn 1. Incident happens off of turn 2. Oh, yeah, and that was in the fastest part of the track at the dog leg. Shows a little bit of displeasure there, looks like.
So we're going to have some activity on pit road here with the 24 and the 728 not being able to take tires yet. They'll probably come down and get them.
So right now, scored your leader is the one of Brandon Varney.
It looks like the caution actually came out on the 28 car, making a self-spin into turn 3. That's what caused the caution. There just happened to be contact between the 12 and the 98 at the same time.
Let's go back and take a look at that with the 28 here. As he dives off into turn 1. Yeah, it just looked like it had a little bit too much rear brake in it. Barely makes contact with another car, but no harm, no foul. Car's not damaged.
I bet you that made the 12 car even more upset because the caution was already out.
As the lights are out on the pace car, we're going to rack them back up and try this again with 14 laps to go when they take the green flag. It's about to get even more intense because these guys are going to be bumper to bumper once again.
Yep, just over 10 laps to go here. We're really going to be able to see what that 92 is going to be able to do. Been saving all night, I believe.
Green flag is back out here at Phoenix in the Southern sorry, wrong league. Sunday Cup League in the Street Stock Spectaculars. We have an incident going on in the back of the pack as the yellow comes out once again. Let's see what happened here.
The 77 was complaining of a technical issue there with his screen blacked out.
Oh yeah, and it just caused a huge stack up. Tough break, technical issue there. 06 of Wyatt Martin was involved in that. As we are back under caution here.
Your 24 car of Chris Myers is going to get the lucky dog.
So let's give you a full field rundown of how they are right now under caution here. Your leader, Brandon Varney. In second, we got Barrett Flo in that 92 machine. In third, we got Juan Gimnez. Sorry, once again, sorry if I'm butchering that. Let's see here. I believe in fourth, we have Braxton DeWeese in that 8 machine. Sixth is Adam Lowe in the 58. Seventh, Kerry Whitaker in the 13. 8th is the 69 of Glenn Lozon. 9th, Chris Vanderplatz, or Plotz. Once again, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. 10th is Michael Rinker. 11th, Kyle Moore. 12th is Ian Martin. 13th, the 24 of Chris Myers. And the overlay's going haywire again. And 14th is Kenny Tripp in that 12 machine. 15th, the 06 of Wyatt Martin. 16th, Josh Rogers. 17th, Scotty Jones. And rounding out the field in 18th is the 728 of Timothy Pope. And that's your full field rundown here tonight, as we are getting ready to go green once again. I imagine they're going to be getting the one to go when they cross the line. And for those of you tuning in tonight, we greatly appreciate it here at the Full Send Broadcast Network. Tonight, we have the Sunday Cup League Street Stock Spectacular. The winner tonight is taking home a cold $50 cash along with a trophy. We're going to find out soon who that will be. We're looking off the back bumper of Brandon Varney, looking at the field, ready to attack and take home that money and trophy. That 92 of Barrett Flo right there, right behind Brandon Varney. And then we have the 14 of Juan right there in third. Pace car comes in. Green flag is out here at Phoenix with a single file restart. Brandon Varney with a good jump. 92 of Barrett Flo trying to track him back down.
I think we got to watch this 12 and 28 or 98 in the back here. I think there's still a little bit of black between them two.
As the 98's going to take it 3 wide into turn 1. It's going to cause the 9 to slide up just a little bit. 68 backs out of it. We're watching the 12 and the 98 to see if there's any repercussions. Any quote-unquote payback.
12's not in a good spot because he's got 2 Martin boys right there, and I'm sure they're both probably on the same page.
Go back up front here and check on the leaders. Barrett Flo has gotten to the back bumper of Brandon Varney. That's also brought in the 14 and the 8. I know all the fans of Braxton DeWeese are cheering him on right now, running in the 4th spot as we have 12 laps to go here tonight. No, sorry, 10 laps to go. My math skills are not on par tonight, apparently.
Tell you who is on par is that 92. He's still looking for the lead here. Waited all things to get up front. Now he's making something happen.
8 and 14 make a little contact. Now here comes the 14 of Juan trying to take the 2nd spot from the 92 of Flo. Braxton DeWeese going to try to follow through with him.
And again, the one car loves seeing that in his mirror.
They're coming around to complete lap 67. The laps are clicking off now. Juan drives it in hard right there. Noses out in front of the 92. We have a little bit of contact further back. Oh, the 12 hitting the back of the 69. Trying to get him to go. The 12 now back on the back bumper of the 98 of Ian Martin. Not cutting him any slack. This battle for second is allowing Brandon Varney to stretch out a lead a little bit here. Braxton DeWeese has nowhere to go. Top four single file now. It's going to allow them to close back up onto the one of Brandon Varney with 6 laps to go.
Man, that 13 had a wild ride coming out of that corner. Slid up, almost slid into the 98. Got a tap from the 12.
Braxton DeWeese trying to make a move as we have 5 laps to go here tonight in the Street Stock Spectacular by Sunday Cup League. Your leader, Brandon Varney in the 1, trying to hold off a hungry Barrett Flo in the 92. This track's so hard to pass at. Be looking for them to use the bumpers to try to move each other out of the way for the win here. As the yellow comes out, looks like Chris Myers was involved.
I believe the 98 got into the back of the 58. 58 went spin and got collected by the 12 and this 69.
Wow.
And the 28.
58 with heavy damage. That car won't even drive straight. Let's go back and take a look and see if we can figure out what exactly happened here on the broadcast. There you see the 98, the 58, the 12, and the 13 all right there. Yeah, it looks like he hooks him coming out of 4. Wow. Did you see the break? Oh, the 69 hard impact. Oh, the 28 with a hard hit too. But holy cow, let's go back and take a look at that. But we're going to ride along with the, I believe it was the 12 of Kenny Tripp from his point of view. Watch how hard he locks it down to keep from hitting him. Holy cow. But that could have been so much worse.
He was thinking about going high and then he had to go low.
As we go back live, Brandon Varney, your leader with 72 laps completed here. So one more time for the people tuning in here tonight, we greatly appreciate you tuning in to the Full Sim Broadcast Network with the Sunday Cup League, presenting the Street Stock Spectacular from Phoenix Raceway. And for those of you interested in joining the next race here, Josh, tell them a little bit about how they can get in contact and join the next event.
Yeah, we're going to have another event here with the Street Stocks in about a month's time. I believe it's May the 16th. We're going to be running Street Stocks at Pocono. So another flat-out restrictor plate style race here in the Street Stocks for our 3rd installment of the SCL Street Stock Spectacular at Pocono. Should be a good event there. Same deal, $5 on the line, and you could win up to $50 in a trophy.
Very exciting, and we'll be looking forward to hopefully be working together again to bring it to the fans here on the Full Send Broadcast Network. As this race begins to wind down, who you got your money on there, Josh?
I mean, I haven't seen Brandon Varney race a whole lot, but I know I've seen the 92 car race a whole lot, and he is a cagey old veteran out of North Carolina, and I think he might be able to do something with Brandon Varney here, but that's definitely going to be a battle of them too. I think not be surprised either one of those wins it. And then creeping up behind him is Let's Go Drax Braxton.
Yeah, they're going to be racking him up again. Is this going to be another single file restart?
Well, this is going to be a double file restart, looks like.
So that's going to put these cars that much closer together. It looks like they're going to be a single file. They're not doubling up, looks like. Oh, there they go. Now they're doubling up. With one to go, we're going to be going green this time by. In row one, you got Varney and Flo. Row two, you got Juan and DeWeese.
So back on.
Looks like they're going to add another lap here. Lights are back out on the pace car, signaling going green this time by. Looks like it will be a single file restart. Now they're doubling up. About to get interesting here. We'll put the overlay back up for the green flag. Green flag is back out at Phoenix. Coming across the line, lap 73. 98 shoving the 14 off into turn one as Brandon Varney has a blink right there. Brandon Varney with a great restart here. There's that 98 and 06 creeping back into the picture. Contact between the 06 and the 12. 2 laps to go here tonight. Who's got anything for that one machine of Brandon Varney? One of these guys is really going to have to send it off into the corner and hope for the best. 92 of Barrett Flo pulling up onto the back bumper of the one machine.
Ooh, 98 makes contact with the 14. And the 12's behind him. I think gloves might be off there.
Out of turn 4, white flag in the air. 1 lap to go here tonight. In the Street Stock Spectacular, they send the 98 sends the 14 off into turn 1 there. That's going to bottle them up back here as they are wrecking behind them. Huge pile up behind into turn 3. Brandon Varney, Barrett Flo giving it their all. Out of turn 4, Brandon Varney comes across the line and victorious, gonna take home the trophy and the $50 here tonight. Fantastic ending to this race here, and we'll have to go back and take a look at the accident. We're going to get our top 3 finishers here tonight for an interview. And there's your top 3 right there. Brandon Varney, Barrett Flo, and Juan Jimenez. I have to ask Juan how he pronounces his name.
I've always known it as just Wanma.
All right, so let's put up the official finishing results here tonight in the Sunday Cup League Street Stock Spectacular. Brandon Varney takes home the checkered flag, and second was Barrett Flo. Third was Juan. Fourth, Braxton DeWeese. Fifth, Chris Myers. Sixth was Kerry Whitaker. Seventh, Adam Brady. Eighth was Josh Rogers. Ninth, Michael Rickner. 10th, Glenn Lozon. 11th, Chris Vander. 12th, Kyle Moore. 13th, Adam Lowe. 14th, Ian Martin. 15th was Kenny Tripp. 16th, Wyatt Martin. 17th, Timothy Pope. And rounding out the field in 18th was Scotty Jones. And that's your official finishing order here tonight in the Street Stock Spectacular presented by Sunday Cup League. Let's get to some of our interviews here tonight. But first, let's go back and take a look at the wreck here at the finish. As we see the 98 and the 8 have a little bit of contact, and that sends the 98 up to overcorrect down into the 12, sends the 06 down to the inside wall. Huge hit. Oh, huge hit for the 06. And that's going to hook the 12 hard in the outside wall with the 98. Tough hit for that 06, though.
Those 3 guys that were battling and mixed it up ended up wrecking at the end there.
Yeah. As we go back live.
3 anxious people waiting to get in here, guys.
Yes, we do. So let's bring in our third place finisher, Mr. Juan himself. Get situated over here. Hey there, Juan. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, Jacob. How's it going?
It's going fantastic, man. Congrats on the third place finish tonight. But my first question before we get into the race talk is, how do you pronounce your last name?
It's Jimenez. It's a Spanish last name, so Jimenez.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I can't roll my R's like that. Anyway, man, bringing home the 14 machine into third there tonight. Walk us through how that race went for you.
Yeah, I don't really race the street stocks. Usually my thing is the trucks for the next gen cars. So, but I always like to show up to these SCL events. They're always a lot of fun. JV is an awesome race control, awesome owner. So I like a challenge. Street stocks are not really my thing, but just like showing up to these races and seeing how I compare with some of the regulars. So yeah, it was just like really fun pack racing. Didn't have the fastest car, but put myself in the right place at the right time and came home with a third place finish. Super happy about that.
That's awesome, man. And do you have any on-track scraps with any other drivers out there tonight?
The racing was super clean, but I had a really good battle at the end with Barrett for second place, and he ended up holding on. Had, I think, some with 28, with 31, with the 8, especially that last lap. That was really good. Yeah, just really good, clean racing, really fun. Definitely showing up next month for Pocono.
Yeah, well, Juan, do you have any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there for the people watching tonight?
Yeah, of course. I'd like to thank my sponsors, NTR Racing, my team owner, Derek Welch, and of course, DP Graphics. They make awesome custom paint schemes. For pretty much any car you want, especially NASCARs, trucks. Xfinity cars, Arcas, all that stuff. They've been supporting me since day one, and I really couldn't be here without them. So,
All
yeah, thanks
right.
for all the support.
All right, man. Well, once again, congrats on bringing it home in third. And hopefully we'll get to talk to you again at the next race that the SCL holds.
Yeah, thanks for coming out, Juan. Good to see you again, bud.
Yeah, and thanks to Full Send Broadcasting.
Appreciate it, man. Have yourself a good night.
Thank you. You too.
And that was Juan. And I know he pronounced it, but I can't get my mouth to work like that, so we'll just call him Juan J. Brings it home in third in that 14 machine. Let's bring in our second place finisher here tonight, that 92 machine right there of Barrett Flo. Hey there, Barrett Flo. You got a copy?
Yeah, Jacob, go ahead.
Hey, man, congrats on bringing it home in the runner-up spot. Definitely looked fast all night out there tonight. Do you have anything for that one machine there at the end?
I don't know. We were pretty close. I felt like I did, but then I felt like the Juan probably had something for me. So just real close, tight racing.
Well, tell us a little bit about your race there tonight. A little bit of going to the back, then back to the front, then back, and then back to the front again. Looked like definitely had a rocket ship of a car to be. I think you passed probably the most cars tonight.
I don't know about that, but there were a couple wrecks, and we had a little bit different pit strategy, and so it kind of played out to where we ended up in the top. And like I said, I think it was maybe third and fourth had crashed, and that allowed us to gain some spots, so it worked out.
Yeah, well, I hear the next race for the SCL is going to be at Pocono. Are we going to be looking forward to seeing you in that race there at the big 2-mile D-shaped oval?
Yeah, I hope so.
All right, man. Well, you have any shout-outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there for the people watching tonight?
I'd just like to thank my team, Adam Lowe and Adam Brady, and Dale Flow Graydon, my sponsor.
All right, man. Well, once again, congrats on bringing it home in the runner-up spot. And maybe we'll get to talk to you again when we get to the Pocono race.
Yep, I really appreciate it.
All right, man. Have yourself a good night.
Yep, you too.
Thanks, Barrett.
Thanks, Josh.
And that was Barrett Flo in the 92 machine bringing it home in second. Let's get to our race winner now, the one machine of Brandon Varney. Get him up in here. Hey there, Brandon Varney. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
It's going fantastic, but not as good as you are tonight, man. Had a rocket ship out there. Tell us a little bit about that race.
Man, this track is so hard with this setup, trying to keep the tires under you. That's the biggest key. If you can save your right rear, you're probably going to put yourself in a good position by the end of the race. Fortunately, I was able to do that.
Yeah. Were you worried at all after the cycle of pit stops, coming out in the middle of the pack and then eventually passing a lot of cars to get back up there to the lead and then able to hold it?
This track has a very unique way of racing with street stocks with the drafts. I'm fairly decent in the draft, so I thought I'd be able to get back up there, but I was sweating because I didn't know if I put enough fuel into it. So those last couple cautions, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to make it, but I'm going to try. I'm not going to give up the lead. But fortunately, I ended the race with 0.4 gallons in the tank. So thankfully.
Ooh, you definitely cut it close. That's for sure. Well, are we going to be looking forward to seeing you out at Pocono in the next SCL race?
We'll have to find out. It all depends on my real life race, and that's starting up this week. So if I got time, I'm sure I'll play out there, but we'll see.
Awesome. Well, man, congrats on bringing it home in the top spot tonight, taking home a cool $50 cash and a trophy. You got any shout outs or sponsor plugs you want to get out there for the people watching tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. I got to thank Henry's Concrete, DNL, Weatherization, and Construction up in Maine. Those guys are huge partners of mine in real life, and RPM Racing Engines in Maine also. There's everybody who helps me in real life. I don't know if anybody's watching tonight. I know probably got some family watching. thanks for watching, and hope we put on a good show for everyone.
Absolutely. Y'all definitely put on a fantastic show for the people tonight. And once again, congrats on bringing it home in the top spot. And maybe we'll get to talk to you again if we see you out there at Pocono.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
No problem. Have a good night.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you.
And that's your winner, Brandon Varney, in that one machine right there. Looks like he may be trying to do a few burnouts to end it. And that would end it right there for him. So, Josh, looking back at this race, did it turn out the way you were expecting it to?
Oh, it turned out really good. I mean, the race we had in Michigan turned out really good. These street stocks, I don't care where you put them, they put on a good show. And a really talented group of drivers we got in the SCL right now. So I'm glad we had a good run, and can't wait to see everybody at Pocono May 16th.
Yeah, and that's definitely going to be a fantastic race to be looking forward to. Once again, walk us through a little bit how people can get hooked up with you and join that race.
So if you're on iRacing, you can just search in the league directory for the SCL. We're one of the top ones, over 1,000 members in there. You should be able to find us pretty simple. Join up in there. We've got our Discord and our website, everything right there. You can click on it. You join the Discord. You get all the information. You pay your $5 fee, and you're a member of the league, and you're in.
All right. Well, let's take you through the official finishing order one more time before we sign off here on the Full Send Broadcast Network. Your winner, Brandon Varney, takes that one machine home in the top spot. Barrett Flo brings it home second. In third was Juan. Fourth, Braxton DeWeese. Fifth was Chris Myers. Sixth, Kerry Whitaker. Seventh, Adam Brady. Eighth, Josh Rogers. Ninth was Michael Rinker. 10th, Glenn Lozon. 11th, Chris Vander. 12th, Kyle Moore. 13th was Adam Lowe. 14th, Ian Martin. 15th, Kenny Tripp. 16th, Wyatt Martin. 17th, Timothy Pope. And rounding out the field in 18th was Scotty Jones in that 77 machine. Now that's going to be it for us here tonight at the Full Send Broadcast Network. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to know when we go live here on YouTube to bring you the greatest and latest racing action out here in iRacing. Coming up on Saturday, April 23rd, we have a big broadcast going on. It's going to be several hours long for Ron Morris Racing. It's going to be a doubleheader Bristol race with $1,500 in prize money going to the two winners of those doubleheaders. Be sure to check us out then for that race, or them two races. And also Full Send Motorsports is going to be putting together a big one-off race in collaboration with a couple of other big one-off race partners. Be looking forward to that information coming out soon. And also coming up, I believe it's what date did you say it was? April, or it was May
16th is
May
going to be
16th, yes.
third installment of the Street Stock Spectacular Pocono Raceway here. Quick setup for the Street Stocks.
Yeah, and definitely looking forward to that one. So we got lots of racing coming up here on the Full Send Broadcast Network. We took a little bit of a hiatus due to my child being born last month. So we are back in full swing here. Be looking for us to be going live at least once a week. We're grateful to have you, and thank you for tuning in. For Josh, I'm Jacob, signing off here on the Full Send Broadcast Network, and we can't wait to see you go full send.